make it all better.
So how are you feeling?
I'm sore.
You doing okay?
Yeah.
Even if it's the same without you.
It isn't. Yeah, I still have 150 cases left. Love you, honey.
Yeah, you sure have a big family. John, do you remember my name?
Sure. Dr. Siegel.
Door closed. Please study the words. Excuse me, what is this one mean?
Oh God.
You need to memorize these words in case they ever show up in field work. If any of these words show up, give it to the obscene Steno. Thank you.
Once of help, the trail side killer has already killed 10 people.
Yeah, but who would we call?
The FBI.
Gather all the detectives. I'm ready to give the profile. These were not the crimes of someone who knew his victims. The sites were secluded and protected from view, which meant the killer essentially had as much time as he wanted to act out his fantasy with each victim. Yet, he still felt the need for a bliss attack. There was no rape, just handling of the bodies after death, masturbation probably, but no one, of course. The victims were a range of ages and physical types, unlike those of a glib, sophisticated killer such as Ted Bundy, most of whose victims conformed to a single image, pretty college-aged women with long, dark hair parted in the middle. The trailside killer was non-preferential, like a spider waiting for a bug to fly into his web. I expect this guy to have a bad background. He probably spent time in jail. Priors might include rapes, or more likely, rape attempts, but no murders before the series. There would have been some precipitating stressor before it began. I certainly expect him to be white, since all the victims were, and I think he'd have some blue-collar mechanical or industrial job. Because of the efficiency of the murders and his success in evading the police thus far, I believe his age at, about low to mid-30s. I also thought he'd be pretty bright. If you guys ever test his IQ, it would be well above normal. In his background, you'd probably find a history of bedwetting, fire starting, and cruelty to animals, or at least 2 of the 3. Oh, and one more thing. The killer will have a speech impediment.
This guy.
What makes you say that? Does the wounds look like a stutter step to you?
No. It's a combination of inductive and deductive reasoning, considering just about every other factor in the case. The secluded locations, the fact that none of the victims were approached or tricked into going with him, the fact that he felt he had to rely on a blitz attack, even in the middle of nowhere. All of this says that we are dealing with someone with some condition he felt awkward or ashamed about, and being able to dominate and control her is his way of overcoming his handicap.
What if you're wrong, Douglas?
I may be wrong about some things. I may miss the age, occupation, or the IQ, but I'm certainly not going to miss the race, sex, and I'm not going to miss that he's a blue collar. And in this particular case, I'm not going to miss that he has some defect that really bothers me. It may not be a speech impediment, but I think it is. Thank you.
I don't like to let alone John, but at least you gave me investigation some direction.
Thank you.
Hello? Hello, my name is Sheriff Hounstein. May I come in?
Yes. Please have a seat. So what's this all about?
Did Heather by any chance tell you where she was going the day she disappeared?
Yeah, she said something about a teacher in a car.
Hello?
I am Agent Aaron Hoshman. Are you by chance Heather's roommate?
Yeah.
May I please talk to you? May I ask you a few questions? Thank you. So when have you last seen your roommate?
Well, it's just a few days ago. Of course, the night she disappeared is the last time I saw her. She said something about going to see teacher David Carter or something, and just gonna get a car or something.
Okay. Anything else? Anything suspicious out there?
Not that I know. Of course, she was just walking as usual. She didn't have a car. So.
I hate to be the one to break this to you, but she was murdered. We found her a few days ago.
What? No. This isn't funny. You're toying with me.
No, I don't toy. I know this must be hard for you, but I'm sorry.
Just can't believe she's dead. We were best friends.
It's okay. Hey, we'll find who did this, and we'll make sure he's behind bars. If you find anything strange happening, let us know. Okay? Hello?
My name is Detective Anthony Donahue.
How can I help you?
I'm your baby daughter.
Please, come in. Dining room's off to your left.
Did Heather by any chance tell you what she was gonna do before she left?
Of course she told me everything. She said something about going to get a car from a teacher, David Carpenter.
Okay. Thank you.
Breaking news. This is Kent Brockman coming to you live from police headquarters, where the police chief has just released that they have captured the trailside killer. The suspect has been identified as David Carpenter. They identified him by his severe stuttering. Chief, do you have anything to say?
Hi, Bob.
this isn't a hoax. Sherry had on a black and yellow bathing suit beneath her shirt and shorts.
Please, please, please. She needs regular water, nourishment, and medication.
You will get a letter later today. Did you get the letter?
Yes.
Do you believe me now?
Well, I'm not sure. I haven't had any word from Sherry, and I need to know that she is well.
You will know in 2 to 3 days. I want to tell you one other thing. Sherry is now a part of me physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Our souls are now one. Sherry is protected and she is part of me now, and God looks after all of us.
He told us where she is. Hurry, go save her. It's a shame. There was no hope of her being left alive with those calls and the evidence, but still, she was too young. Her family, just think of that. They're going to be devastated. They were so hopeful that she was alive.
Is this Dawn?
Yeah?
You know God wants you to join Sherry Faye. It's just a matter of time. Have you heard about Deborah May Helmick?
No?
The 10-year-old Helmick.
Yeah.
Okay, go to.
Grab a pen and paper, quick, quickies, tell me where she is. Alright, so, where was that again? Alright. 3rd Avenue? Alright. Now, where are those pictures of my sister you promised? They haven't come yet.
Apparently the FBI must have them.
No, sir, because when they have something, we get it too, you know. Now, are you going to send then?
Oh, yes.
I can't believe this guy. He killed again. We gotta stop him before he kills another person. We gotta hurry up and get this done. Despite the voiceless guys, our answer is almost assuredly white. These were both sexually based crimes perpetrated by an insecure and inadequate adult male. Both victims were white. We find it very unusual to see this kind of crime cross racial lines. He would probably be outwardly shy and polite, have a poor self-image, and would probably be heavyset or overweight, not attractive to women. We expect our man to be displaying even more compulsive behavior now. Close associates would notice some weight loss. He might be drinking heavily, not shaving regularly, and he would be eager to talk about the murder. Someone this meticulous would be following the television reports and collecting newspaper clippings. He would also collect pornography with a particular emphasis on bondage. He would now be thoroughly enjoying his celebrity, his sense of power over his victims, and the community, his ability to manipulate the grieving Smith family. As I feared, when he couldn't get a victim who matched his fantasies and desires, he went for the most vulnerable victim of opportunity. Because of Sherry's age, she had at least been reasonably approachable. But with him thinking about his last murder, Deborah Henlick, he did not feel particularly good. So do not expect any phone calls to her family. Thank you. Hello, I'm John Douglas with the FBI. May I come in?
Yes.
Do you, by any chance, know anyone that matches his profile?
Yeah. Larry Jean Bell. We had him watch our house when we went on a trip.
Do you have a gun here?
Yeah.
So this is where Larry slept?
Yeah, right here. This is the bed he slept on.
You have no idea where your gun is?
No idea.
Alright, you check in there. I got some. And it's jammed. I'm pretty sure this is the gun he used to kill the girls. Generally, when a crime like this happens, the person who commits it is going through precipitating stressors in their life. Financial problems, marital problems, problems with a girlfriend. Their crime is like a nightmare to them. The problem for us, Larry, is that when you go to court, your attorney probably isn't going to want you to take the stand. You'll never have a chance to explain yourself. All they'll know is that you're a cold-blooded killer. They won't know anything good about you. When did you start feeling bad about the crime?
When I saw a picture and read a newspaper article about the family praying in the cemetery.
Larry, as you're sitting here now, did you do this thing? Could you have done it?
All I know is that the Larry Jean Bell sitting here couldn't have done this, but the bad Larry Jean Bell could have.
All rise.
We have reached the verdict that on account of the murder of Sherry Faith Smith, that the defendant, Larry Jean Bell, is guilty of murder in the first degree. And on the account of the murder of Deborah May Helmick, that the defendant is guilty of murder in the first degree. Larry Jean Bell is hereby sentenced to death by electrocution.
Oh, yes.
Yes?
Hello, my name is Sheriff Cowan.
What did he say? Hello?
Hello, my name is Sheriff Houndstein. May I come in?
Yes. Please have a seat. So what's this all about?
Did Heather by any chance tell you where she was going the night she disappeared?
Yeah, she said something about going to a car carpenter. I forgot my line.
You should be videotaping this. Are you, Auntie Amber? You should be videotaping this. That's not bloody, Mom. Blood pattern. It's a bright side. It's chocolate.
True.
That means you can lick it.
You can lick yourself clean like a dog. That was good, Isis. I like how you did that.
That hurts. Mom, just blood pattern her.
Cold. Yes!
Mom,
I am
see blood
enjoying
pattern. Forget you. Ow, my nose. Catch eye.
Ow, stop! No, William, we need you, please.
William,
What?
back up.
Whose boots are those?
The ones Auntie Jazz just gave me. Good thing my feet won't be videotaped.
So we're gonna walk up and we're gonna put this on her. It's a shame. There was no hope of her being alive, but still, it's a shame.
Who finds her?
So we're also gonna have Peyton get kidnapped, and we're gonna find her bloodied up.
Oh, that's
again.
cold. Oh, can I kill her?
No, Micah's gonna kill her.
Dang.
That blood looks real. Kind of grossing me out.
This is awesome.
It's your fault.
Oh, no. No.
No, don't let her clean. I don't like it. That's cold.
Was she like, no.
He didn't feel particularly good about this last murder of Deborah Hemlick, so don't expect any phone calls to her family. Thank you.
See you next week.
Do you have a gun here?
Yeah.
You have to go find your gun. Cut.
Apparently the FBI. Apparently the FBI must have.
Stop laughing.
Oh yeah.
What the heck was that? What was that?
I couldn't hold it.
Do you realize I'm recording this?
I had the hiccups.
And so you burped? Okay, it's just 2 more words. Why are you doing this? No. Yeah. Are you gonna send them? Basically all I say on that thing. Mm-hmm. No, sir, because we're...
On K 5,222,322.
Tom's recording this. So this is where Larry slept?
Yes, right here.
You have no idea where your gun went.
No, no idea.
Check in those drawers. I got something. Here. I got it.
Breaking news.
This is Kent Brockman coming to you live from police headquarters, where the police chief has just released that they have captured the trailside killer. The suspect has been identified as David Carpenter. They identified him by his severe stuttering. Chief, do you have anything to say?
Hi, Bob. Wait. You're a loser.
Back to you in the studio.